And welcome back. Long time no see, I know. Let's address the cuteness in the room first of all. I've got my little munchkin helper with me here today. And hopefully you'll be a good girl and let Mummy film, yeah? You gonna be a good girl? Yeah, good. So yeah, I haven't been around much recently. The reason for that, well, there are multiple reasons for that. Number one, kind of hard to get very much done with this little munch, who is nearly 6 months old. I'm going to just pop her down on my lap for a minute. And let her... Hey! Get to play with this, look. Yeah, you play with this for a minute. She's nearly 6 months old and she requires a lot of attention. She very much likes you to be holding her and playing with her and entertaining her at all times. So I try and be a good mummy and oblige most of the time. But we have also moved house. You might recognise different background. Yeah, so we moved house at the end of July. We wanted somewhere that was a little bit closer to the restaurant and that we could kind of get out and about a little bit more easily, and that had a garden. Our previous house didn't have a garden, and lockdown made us realise that if there was another lockdown we needed a garden in place. So that's what happened there. And we are not fully unpacked. This room's kind of sorted-ish to a point, but there's still loads of unpacking to do. It's very difficult because the move coincided with the Welsh Government announcing that restaurants could open their indoor spaces on the 3rd of August. So we had to open, obviously, and so things have been crazy hectic on that side of things. Paul's been working day and night, and there's a lot to be said for how much stuff you have to do with your own business. It's just, you know, it's never ending really, and that side of things has been incredibly stressful, making sure everything's kind of up to regulations with COVID and stuff like that, and it's just very difficult to juggle it all. You know, it properly is a juggling act, and if you're somebody like me who kind of is a bit of a control freak, it's very hard to relinquish that kind of control and to be able to just kind of like let things run themselves, especially when, you know, like everyone's just coming back to work and you don't necessarily feel like everything's that's very good that you've just thrown that on the floor. Did you not want to play with that anymore? You feel like things are kind of a bit all over the place and not done the way that you would do them, and there's a lot of that kind of thing that you have to come to terms with, and it's really difficult. But coinciding a kind of like 6 month, well, nearly 6 months, it'll be 6 months on the 18th. I'll just give her a little toy thing back. There you go. Don't throw it on the floor this time, so please, okay? I can see that that's what you were going to do. No. And now she's kicking me. You're kicking me because I told you no. That's very nice. Yeah, so Lola, how are you doing? Would you like to tell them how you're doing? What do you do now? What do you do? What do you do all day? So her reflux, it kind of swings and roundabouts with the reflux thing. She is, oh, excuse me, my little munch. She is still very much like she does, you know, still be sick and things. She also pulls my hair a lot, which is great because it's falling out as it is. Yeah, she does still be sick. She is still on infant Gaviscon. We've tried her on so many different types of milks and none of them seem to really work. So she is still on infant Gaviscon for the moment, and it seems to be working fairly okay. I mean, she is still sick, but not humongous amount. And now she's able to kind of sit up a little bit more easily. That seems to be helping. That seems to kind of be making it a bit easier for her. She is teething very much at the moment as well. You can see where it's coming on her, on the bottom of her gums, which is kind of irritating her a little bit. I've been using the infant Bonjela and the powder sachets, the tea, the ones are good, and also there's another brand I can't think what the other brand's called, that are quite good. And I know a lot of people recommended Ambisol, but that made her sickness, like her reflux, much worse, I noticed. So I stopped giving her that. But yeah, she is just such a delight. She's really happy, she's really smiley, she smiles at strangers all the time, she likes it when you go out. Now obviously we're able to go out a little bit more, and she's just a very happy, loving little girl. She's very kind of cuddly, and you are, aren't you? Yeah. And she just loves kind of spending time with us. She's great with her daddy as well. She just absolutely adores him, and she is starting to get a bit better with other people. She's still hit and miss sometimes, but generally she's okay. Yeah, can you see yourself? Look at you little cutie. Can you see that? Look. Sleep-wise, that's a touchy subject. We had the whole 4-month sleep progression thing, which was a killer. It's still not, I don't know. She is small for her age, like she's not abnormally, but she's quite petite, and I mean, I'm not tall, I'm only 5'1", and Paul's not particularly tall, and so she will be petite. You know, she was £5'9" when she was born. She wasn't a chunky baby, and even now she's sort of quite dinky, which here affects the sleep thing. But we do have like a nice bedtime routine. She does go down okay and everything. I'm trying to work on the self-settling thing, because that is tricky. She's not very good at that. She doesn't like it. I have moved her into her own room, which I know they say to wait until officially 6 months. She's not just 6 months yet, but the reason that I did it was because the boiler is in our room, and it's a really hot room, and it was just really disturbing, and she was too hot and she was getting agitated by it. So she's got, you know, the monitor, and her room's literally right next door to ours anyway. I leave the doors open so I can hear her, but I also put the monitor on, and she's got like the sensor thing in her room as well. So I feel fairly confident about that. Please don't like tell me that it's irresponsible parenting or whatever. It's, you have to juggle risks, don't you? Yeah, she still wakes up once a night for a bottle, and then she will go back down to sleep. Sometimes okay, but we have a bit of a battle with the dummy where she wants you to put the dummy back in, and I'm kind of debating whether or not to take the dummy away, because for babies with reflux, they do say that the dummy helps a little bit for them, and I don't want to kind of take it away from her, and I'm not very good at getting her to self-settle. She wants you to give her a dummy and just cuddle her, and she just wants you to sort of cuddle her to sleep, and then you pop her down and it's alright. But then obviously that means she's not learning how to go to sleep. So are you just going to keep throwing that on the floor? I'm not going to pick it up if you're going to keep doing that, but now you're looking at it like you want it. Yeah. This is the problem. I'm a pushover, mummy. There you go. So yeah, 6 months in pretty much, and we have not had a full night's sleep out of her yet. I'm hoping one day, I keep thinking, oh, maybe when we start weaning, which we're going to start in a week or two, I am going to wait until she's just 6 months, like, so literally a week or two, and we're going to start weaning, and I'm planning on doing the kind of like baby-led vegetable thing, just because we were all really picky eaters, and I'm quite keen for her to not be such a picky eater. But I'm really excited for that, because she's really ready. She just looks at you when you're eating all the time. She's really eager, and she just really wants to be eating things. But should we say hello to the camera nicely? No. She also loves to like be standing like this. You have to sort of hold her. She just wants to sort of be standing. She's not keen on like sitting down, lying down. She likes to be standing up at all times, which is very tiring for your arm. But here we go, look. Bella Bear. Bella Bear. You're not going to cooperate? No? Lulu, look. You dropped it now, too bad. I'm not going to pick it back up because I want you to have a look. Look. Munch. Look at this. Who's that there, look? Lola. Lola Bear. Look. Who's that? And you're dribbling on my arm. That's very attractive. It's very attractive. Never mind. We'll pretend that didn't happen. That wasn't very good, was it? I wanted you to show them how you do all your lovely smiles. Okay. Okay. Never mind then. We won't do that. As you can see, she's a spirited little girl. I have no idea where she gets it from. Not a clue. Spirited little child you are, aren't you? You're probably watching this and you're probably like, yeah, your child's a little brat. And to a certain point you wouldn't be wrong, but she's a little princess as well. So yeah, that's where we are at. I'm gonna make a very concerted effort to try and get 1 to 2 videos a week up going forward, because I really miss it and you guys have been asking where I am and stuff, and I do really kind of, you okay? You okay? I do really like want to be around and stuff. I'm tired. No, I don't. In terms of like postpartum and that kind of thing, I am pretty back to normal. Like everything kind of is normal. Physically I feel kind of pretty much the same. I'm still trying to lose weight, but I've lost the baby weight per se, so that's not too bad. And yeah. So I'm gonna love you and leave you now. And I'm gonna go and put this little girl down for her little lunchtime nap and answer my phone that's ringing. But see you soon. Bye.